Hi, my name is Melissa Victor, also known as Melly, and I'm the creator and host of Stoopkid Stories podcast, and I'm also the board president of a nonprofit organization called Kids Listen.
So what is stupid?
It's so funny that people say stupid stories because that's what, like, when you put it on the internet, it defaults to.
Yeah.
But Stoopkid Stories is a story podcast about 7 Black kids going on adventures in their daily lives, and I tell stories that help kids navigate bullying, sibling rivalry, anxiety. So if you imagine your favorite cartoon growing up, like Hey Arnold was mine, imagine Hey Arnold just with all Black kids on a podcast. And I love telling stories. I love incorporating lessons in the stories that help the kids and parents and grown-ups who are listening to them.
Yeah, how important is empathy in storytelling?
Oh, so much, because you got to get right to the heart. You know, if you can empathize with what someone is going through, you can help them. If you're a creator and you're sharing your heart, then that draws in community because someone can recognize something in you that they have in themselves. So empathy is so important in storytelling and in podcasting.
I like that you said you liked Hey Arnold and stuff.
Yes,
so
love.
How important is it to tell stories, that people can relate to?
Absolutely. It's so important because people want to see themselves represented, right? We watch TV, we watch YouTube, especially kids, and they want to see themselves represented in these mediums. So when I made Stoopkid Stories, I wanted Black kids to not only hear themselves represented in this medium, but I also wanted non-Black kids to have a window into what it's like being a Black kid growing up in an inner city, and also bridging the gap to let kids know that, like, just because I may look different than you, it doesn't mean that I'm different than you. I still struggle, I still have fun, I like to swim, I like to go to amusement parks. My sister may get on my nerves, I may have test anxiety, but we're all just alike. I just look a little different.
What's it like for you being so creative?
I don't know anything else other than being creative. I'm an actor first. I'm currently in Little Shop of Horrors off Broadway in New York. So my whole life has been storytelling and being creative. I sing, I dance, I act. Now I write and produce. So the world is just a creative space in general. So being able to use my imagination each and every day to tell stories, help other people, it's just a part of my life, and I love being a creator.
Can you tell me about a little bit about the nonprofit you're working with?
Absolutely. So Kids Listen is what I like to call a creator hub of kid podcasters and kid podcast advocates. So we're a group of people who create shows for kids or who love shows for kids, and we help each other grow our shows. We do cross promotions. People think that we're a network, and we are not a network. We're just an organization that helps promote the growth of kid podcasting.
Yeah, what is it about podcasting to get more voices out there?
Because everyone has a voice, right? Everyone has a voice, and it's so easy to just pick up your phone and record your thoughts, right? And you can take podcasting on the go with you. You can listen to people's stories in the car without actually just watching YouTube or watching a TikTok. I think podcasting is so innovative because there's so many different avenues that you can take. You can do the storytelling kid route. You can do the true crime route. You can do the interview route. So I love that the podcasting space is also booming and growing in so many different niches. And I just love the medium so much because also you can take your imagination because you're just listening. There's no visual, well, at least for me, there's no visual in front of you. So I really have to tap into the storytelling, the words, the sounds of it all to get kids to imagine this new world that they're listening to.
Yeah, if it wasn't for podcasting, I wouldn't get any of my voices and ideas to help nonprofits and stuff out there. So it is such an important source.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So you do a lot, creative musicals, nonprofit, but what do you do to help your own mental health?
I take lots of naps. I take lots of naps. Sometimes because my life is so busy, I just need a moment to rest and recharge. So even if I'm not fully sleeping a nap, I would sit in my room and just do some mindfulness practices, re-ground myself when I'm super stressed out. Also leaning on community when I'm going through something, and then offering myself when they need something, because you never want to feel like a burden. You never want to feel like you're emotionally dumping on your friends, but also being a vessel for when they need to emotionally dump. I'm here, I have the space, I can listen, I can help whatever you need. So leaning on community and taking a beat for myself when I'm overwhelmed.
I'll say it correctly. this time. Where do you want to see Stoopkid's stories in the next, say, 3 to 5 years?
Oh my goodness, my 2 big dreams is that Stoopkids will be a cartoon on a kids network somewhere, and I would love a book series. I loved growing up that I had a box of books and it was a whole series, and I would love to have season 1 box set, season 2 box set, so when kids are listening they have a big picture book to accompany them. But I also really want a cartoon.
So how can people listen, reach out, all that stuff?
You can go to stoopkidstories.com if you want to go to the website, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. You type in Stoopkid Stories. That's STOOPKID Stories. And you can follow me on Instagram and X on all social media platforms at Stoopkid Stories. If you just Google Stoopkid Stories, I will pop up. So I'm easy to find.